Have you noticed your arms or legs feeling weaker than before? Or maybe climbing stairs feels harder even though you're eating healthy? You're not alone. After 60, millions of people start losing muscle without even realizing it. It's called sarcopenia, and it's one of the hidden reasons behind weakness, poor balance, and slower recovery. But what if I told you that the food you thought was your friend, the famous avocado, isn't the best muscle protector after all? There's another natural powerhouse that quietly outperforms it, and it's sitting right in your kitchen. This isn't just another superfood trend. Scientists have now discovered that one specific nut contains the key nutrients your aging muscles crave. Nutrients that reverse muscle loss, improve strength, and even fight inflammation that makes recovery slower. It's rich in magnesium, amino acids, and plant-based proteins that rebuild muscle tissue, all while keeping your heart healthy and your energy stable. If you've been adding avocado to everything but still struggle with weakness, stay tuned because this one change could transform how your body feels in just a few weeks. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which nut I'm talking about, how much to eat daily, and how it compares to those so-called superfoods. So let's dive in. And before we start, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another tip that keeps your body strong, mobile, and youthful, naturally. You wake up one morning, and as you push yourself out of bed, something feels different. Your legs feel heavier. That simple act of standing takes a little more effort. The same walk that once felt effortless now leaves you breathing a bit harder. You tell yourself, maybe I just need rest, but deep down you sense that something is changing. For millions of people over 60, this quiet decline is not just getting older. It's the beginning of a condition that hides behind fatigue, stiffness, and gradual weakness, sarcopenia, the silent enemy that steals strength from within. Sarcopenia doesn't announce itself with pain or sudden symptoms. It creeps in quietly, taking away your muscle tissue ounce by ounce. What used to be strong and firm begins to soften. You might notice you're losing muscle tone even though your weight stays the same. That's the trap, because on the outside, the change feels subtle. But inside, your body's ability to move, lift, and balance is being undermined little by little. By the time most people recognize it, they've already lost nearly 30% of their muscle mass. That's not just a number. It's the reason stairs become mountains, jars feel impossible to open, and long walks turn into short, tiring steps. This loss isn't just about appearance or fitness, it's about freedom. Muscles are more than strength. They are your independence. They help you rise from a chair, carry your groceries, hug your grandchildren, or simply stay steady when the floor feels uneven. When muscle fades, so does confidence. Many seniors begin to avoid physical activity out of fear of falling, fear of fatigue, fear of realizing their body doesn't respond like it used to. But the more they stop moving, the faster the decline accelerates. It's a cruel cycle that begins quietly but ends loudly in limitation. The irony is, most people never connect the dots. They believe weakness is inevitable after 60. Doctors hear it every day. It's just age, right? But no, sarcopenia isn't an unavoidable curse. It's a biological imbalance, one that can be corrected, even reversed, with the right nutrition and habits. The problem is that the standard healthy diet often misses the very nutrients your muscles are crying out for. Many seniors load up on fruits, vegetables, and even trendy superfoods like avocado, thinking they're doing everything right. Yet, despite eating healthy, they keep getting weaker. Why? Because not all healthy foods rebuild muscle. Some nourish the heart, some fuel the brain, but few directly target muscle regeneration. Muscles thrive on protein, amino acids, and minerals like magnesium and potassium, the core elements that keep them contracting, repairing, and growing. When your meals are missing those, every movement slowly costs you more energy. Imagine a car running low on oil. It still moves, but each mile grinds away at the engine. That's exactly how sarcopenia operates. Every step, every lift, every stretch feels a bit heavier because the body no longer has the fuel to maintain muscle fibers. It's easy to overlook this because muscle loss doesn't happen overnight. It starts in small ways: less stamina, slower recovery after a walk, soreness that lingers longer than it used to. You may find yourself sitting more, taking shortcuts, relying on rails or chairs for balance. But with every little adaptation, your body adapts too, by letting go of more muscle, more strength, more vitality. That's why catching it early is so important. The sooner you recognize it, the sooner you can fight back. Here's the truth. Your body hasn't forgotten how to build muscle. It just needs the right tools again. Think of it as reawakening a process that has gone dormant. Your muscles are waiting for a signal that can be triggered by a single change in your diet. And yet so many people over 60 are putting their trust in foods that don't send that signal at all. One of the biggest examples, the beloved avocado. For years, it's been praised as the ultimate health food, good fats, fiber, and antioxidants. But while it benefits your heart and skin, it doesn't deliver the muscle-building nutrients your aging body desperately needs. It's like giving your car a polish when the engine oil is empty. Avocado keeps you nourished, but not rebuilt. And that's where the story takes a turn most people over 60 never hear about. Because somewhere in your kitchen, hidden in plain sight, lies a natural source of power that your muscles are begging for. It's rich in protein, loaded with magnesium, and designed by nature to combat the very condition that weakens your body day after day. So before you scoop that next spoonful of avocado onto your toast, pause for a moment. Because in the next few minutes, you're about to discover that the real answer to rebuilding your strength, improving your balance, and reversing muscle loss isn't a fruit at all. It's something small, crunchy, and surprisingly mighty. The kind of food that doesn't just fill you, it fortifies you. And once you understand why, you'll never look at this humble nut the same way again. Now, let's talk about why avocado isn't enough, and why this single nut might just be the secret to rebuilding your strength from the inside out. For years, avocado has been crowned as the king of healthy foods, splashed across magazine covers, breakfast plates, and diet plans as the ultimate symbol of good nutrition. It's creamy, trendy, and full of heart-healthy fats. But here's the truth that most people over 60 are never told. While avocado may support your heart, it does almost nothing to rebuild muscle. And when you're fighting sarcopenia, that slow, silent loss of strength that steals your independence, that difference matters more than you think. Avocado's reputation is built on its healthy, monounsaturated fats, fiber, and vitamins like E and C. These nutrients do help reduce inflammation and support skin health, but they don't trigger muscle protein synthesis, the process your body uses to repair and rebuild muscle tissue. You could eat avocado toast every morning, but if your muscles aren't getting enough amino acids, magnesium, and protein, you're still losing strength day by day. This is the reason why many older adults, even those who follow healthy diets, still feel weak, sluggish, or sore after simple activities. Here's the hidden problem. After the age of 60, your body becomes less efficient at absorbing and using protein. It's called anabolic resistance, and it means you need more high-quality protein sources, not less, to maintain muscle mass. Avocado simply doesn't provide that. One entire avocado contains only about 3 grams of protein, which is far too low to make any real impact on muscle recovery. Compare that to just a small handful of certain nuts, which can provide up to 7 grams of protein in a single serving, along with magnesium, potassium, and healthy fats that actually feed your muscle fibers. Another thing that most seniors don't realize is that fats, even healthy ones, can't do the work of minerals. Your muscles depend on electrolytes like magnesium and potassium to contract, relax, and stay nourished. When those levels drop, you experience fatigue, cramps, and muscle stiffness. Avocado does contain some potassium, yes, but not in the concentration your muscles truly need. More importantly, it lacks magnesium, one of the most critical minerals for energy production and muscle repair. Without enough magnesium, your body struggles to convert protein into usable energy, and your muscles become less responsive, more prone to cramps, and slower to heal. So while avocado supports heart health, it fails to provide the structural fuel your muscles need to thrive. It's like decorating the outside of a house while the foundation underneath continues to crumble. This is the trap many older adults fall into, thinking they're eating right because their food looks healthy, but missing the deeper nutritional needs that protect muscle tissue and prevent sarcopenia. But the story goes deeper than just missing nutrients. Sarcopenia isn't only about what's missing from your diet. It's also about how well your body uses what you eat. And here's where the right kind of nut completely outshines avocado. Nuts, especially certain types like almonds, walnuts, and pumpkin seeds, are compact sources of bioavailable nutrients, meaning your body can absorb and use them efficiently. Each handful provides the muscle-repairing minerals and plant proteins that aging bodies need most. These nutrients don't just sit in your system, they go straight to work, helping restore lost muscle fibers, reduce inflammation, and improve circulation. But let's pause for a moment and think bigger. When you eat avocado, you're giving your body something soft, mild, and soothing, good for the skin, gentle on digestion. But when you eat the right nut, you're giving your body something powerful, dense, structured, and packed with energy. That difference in texture mirrors what happens inside your body. One nourishes softly, the other rebuilds firmly. One maintains, the other transforms. And that transformation is exactly what your muscles are waiting for. The next time you make a salad, picture this. You drizzle olive oil, add a few slices of avocado, and think, I'm eating clean. But what if just adding a small handful of the right nuts could change how you move, how you feel, and how strong your body becomes? You wouldn't need fancy supplements or expensive powders, just a simple shift toward nature's original muscle food. This is where nutrition meets precision. The goal isn't to demonize avocado. It still has a place in your plate, but to understand its limits. It's not that avocado is bad. It's that it's incomplete. Your body after 60 doesn't just need calories, it needs signals. Foods that tell your muscles to rebuild, your cells to repair, and your nerves to stay sharp. The right nut sends those signals in ways avocado never can. So, as you spread that next slice of avocado on your toast, remember, it's not the enemy, but it's not the hero either. You're missing a piece of the puzzle. The element that fuels muscle power, reverses fatigue, and fights the silent thief known as Sarcopenia, because hidden inside a small, unassuming nut lies the very thing your body has been waiting for, a natural, concentrated source of everything your muscles need to rebuild and renew. And in the next part of this journey, you're going to discover exactly what that nut is, how it works, and why science now calls it one of the most powerful, muscle-protecting foods for people over 60. Stay with me, because the secret you're about to uncover could change how you eat, how you move, and how you age forever. For decades, people have searched for the perfect food to rebuild strength and energy after 60. They've tried supplements, powders, and endless superfood fads, but few realize that one of the most powerful muscle-repairing foods isn't exotic or expensive. It's something small, humble, and already sitting in your kitchen cabinet. It's not fancy, it's not trending, but it carries within it the exact blend of nutrients that aging muscles crave. This secret weapon against sarcopenia is the almond. A simple nut with extraordinary power. Almonds have been quietly protecting human health for centuries, but their muscle-restoring ability is only now being understood. You see, almonds are far more than a snack. They're a complete repair system in one natural package, combining high-quality plant protein, magnesium, potassium, vitamin E, and healthy fats that nourish your muscles from the inside out. For seniors battling fatigue and weakness, almonds act like nature's own supplement, except without artificial ingredients or side effects. Every handful of almonds delivers roughly 6 grams of muscle-building protein. That may sound small, but it's incredibly efficient. Unlike most plant foods, almond protein is bioavailable, meaning your body can absorb and use it quickly for muscle repair. After 60, your body loses its ability to rebuild muscle tissue at the same speed it once did. The amino acids in almonds, especially leucine and arginine, trigger the process known as muscle protein synthesis, which signals your body to rebuild what age is slowly taking away. This makes almonds a natural antidote to sarcopenia, working at the cellular level to repair and strengthen muscle fibers with every bite. But almonds don't stop at protein. One of the biggest hidden causes of weakness and cramping in older adults is magnesium deficiency. Magnesium controls muscle contraction and relaxation, supports nerve communication, and helps transform food into energy. When you're low on magnesium, muscles fatigue faster, recovery slows, and simple movements feel heavy. Each ounce of almonds provides nearly 80 milligrams of magnesium, almost 20% of your daily requirement, enough to restore balance and keep your muscles relaxed and responsive. Almonds also contain potassium, another essential mineral that supports muscle contractions and prevents cramps. Together, magnesium and potassium form the dynamic duo that keeps your muscles from tightening up, especially at night. They regulate hydration, improve circulation, and protect your nerves. 3 vital functions that directly combat the stiffness and pain many people mistake for normal aging. This is why those who include almonds in their daily diet often notice fewer cramps, steadier steps, and more stable energy levels within just a few weeks. But perhaps the most overlooked power of almonds lies in their healthy fats and antioxidants. As we age, chronic inflammation becomes one of the biggest barriers to muscle repair. Inflammation silently weakens muscle fibers, slows healing, and increases pain after even minor activity. The vitamin E and monounsaturated fats in almonds act like internal armor, reducing oxidative stress, soothing inflammation, and improving circulation. Better blood flow means more oxygen and nutrients reach your muscles, accelerating recovery and growth. That's why people who eat almonds regularly not only regain strength, but often feel more energetic, alert, and resilient overall. And here's something most people don't realize. Almonds also protect your nerves. The vitamin B2 and healthy fats they contain support the myelin sheath, the protective layer that insulates nerves and ensures smooth communication between your brain and muscles. This means better coordination, balance, and control, the very things sarcopenia threatens first. So when you eat almonds, you're not just feeding your muscles, you're restoring the connection between mind and body, between strength and stability. In a way, almonds are the exact opposite of what we think of as aging food. They're alive with energy, dense with strength, and naturally designed to keep your body active and youthful. You can sprinkle them on oatmeal, blend them into smoothies, or eat them raw between meals. Their impact remains the same, steady nourishment that rebuilds you from within. But remember, not all almonds are equal. Roasted, salted, or processed almonds often lose part of their natural nutrients. The best way to consume them is raw or dry roasted, unsalted, and in moderation, about a small handful or roughly 20 almonds a day. That's enough to feed your muscles without adding unnecessary calories. You can even soak them overnight to make them easier to digest, a gentle method that also activates enzymes, enhancing their nutrient absorption. The more you understand how almonds work, the more incredible they seem. They don't just help maintain muscle, they help you reclaim it. They reverse fatigue, restore balance, and fuel recovery naturally. Each almond is like a microscopic powerhouse of minerals, proteins, and antioxidants, a compact, edible solution for a problem that has plagued aging adults for centuries. So the next time you think of muscle health, don't look to supplements or miracle shakes. Look at what nature has already provided, something simple enough to hold in your palm yet strong enough to rebuild your body. It's proof that healing doesn't always come in complex forms. Sometimes it's hidden in the ordinary. Because the real miracle isn't that almonds build muscle, it's how they do it. They work silently, like architects inside your body, rebuilding brick by brick, cell by cell. And once you begin to fuel your muscles this way, your strength doesn't just return, it compounds. But there's a secret to unlocking their full potential. It's not just what you eat, but how you pair it. The next step is understanding how this nut, when combined with the right foods, can multiply your results and accelerate muscle rebuilding far beyond what most people imagine. Let's dive deeper and uncover exactly how this powerful nut fights sarcopenia naturally, and how pairing it with the right nutrients can awaken your body's ability to rebuild strength from the inside out. Every year after 60, your body faces a quiet but persistent battle, the gradual erosion of muscle tissue known as sarcopenia. It's not a disease that appears overnight. It's a slow drift, a silent fading of strength that leaves you weaker, slower, and more vulnerable to fatigue. But while age may trigger it, nature has given us an answer, one that doesn't come in the form of medicine or synthetic supplements, but in something remarkably simple, the almond. This small nut carries within it the exact chemistry your aging muscles need to fight back and rebuild, naturally, effectively, and safely. To understand how almonds fight sarcopenia, we first need to look at what actually happens inside your body when muscles begin to waste away. As you age, your body's ability to repair muscle fibers slows down. Protein synthesis, the process that builds new muscle, becomes less efficient. Hormones like testosterone and growth hormone decline. Blood circulation weakens, making it harder for nutrients to reach the muscles. Inflammation increases, damaging cells that once helped you stay strong and active. But almonds counter each of these issues with a unique blend of nutrients that restore balance and reawaken the body's ability to rebuild itself. The first line of defense lies in protein and amino acids. Almonds are rich in high-quality plant protein, and more importantly, they contain amino acids like leucine, arginine, and glutamine, the essential building blocks for muscle recovery. Leucine, in particular, acts as the ignition key that tells your body it's time to build. It triggers the mTOR pathway, the biological switch that stimulates muscle growth even in older adults. When you eat almonds regularly, you're not just getting calories. You're sending signals to your muscles to wake up and start repairing the damage age has caused. Then comes magnesium, one of the most critical minerals for older adults, and one that most are unknowingly deficient in. Magnesium doesn't just help you relax. It's involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in the body, including energy production and muscle contraction. Without enough magnesium, your muscles don't receive the electrical impulses needed for smooth movement. They become tight, fatigued, and prone to cramps. Almonds restore that missing link, ensuring that your muscles not only move efficiently but also recover faster after activity. By stabilizing magnesium levels, almonds reduce nighttime leg cramps, improve flexibility, and support longer endurance, something every senior feels immediately in their daily mobility. Potassium adds another layer of protection. Think of potassium as your muscle's hydration manager. It balances sodium levels, prevents dehydration, and maintains the proper environment for muscle contraction. When potassium drops too low, often due to medications, dehydration, or poor diet, your muscles spasm, twitch, and tire easily. Almonds, with their rich potassium content, replenish those lost reserves and keep your body's internal electrical system running smoothly. Together, magnesium and potassium work as twin guardians of muscle function. One fuels energy production, the other maintains balance and flow. But fighting sarcopenia isn't only about restoring minerals, it's also about reducing inflammation that silently eats away at your strength. That's where almonds' vitamin E and healthy fats come into play. Vitamin E is a potent antioxidant that shields your muscle cells from oxidative stress, the microscopic damage caused by free radicals in aging. The monounsaturated fats in almonds also improve blood circulation, delivering oxygen and nutrients more efficiently to muscle fibers. The result? Faster recovery, less soreness, and better performance even in everyday activities like walking, lifting, or climbing stairs. Beyond physical repair, almonds have a profound effect on the mind-muscle connection. Sarcopenia doesn't only weaken muscles, it slows the communication between your brain and body. The healthy fats, B vitamins, and amino acids in almonds nourish your nervous system, strengthening the signals that control coordination and balance. This is why seniors who include almonds in their diet often report not only stronger muscles, but also better reflexes and steadier movement. It's not just muscle mass that's being rebuilt. It's control, confidence, and vitality. The beauty of this process is that it happens naturally, without forcing your body with chemicals or synthetic boosters. Instead, almonds give your cells the tools to heal themselves. Over time, as you nourish your muscles consistently, your body begins to transform from within. You'll notice improved grip strength, faster recovery after activity, and an ease in movements that once felt heavy. It's not magic. It's biology done right. Science backs this up. Studies show that older adults who include nuts, especially almonds, in their diet have higher muscle mass, better metabolic health, and fewer signs of inflammation. The protein-fat mineral balance in almonds makes them one of the most complete natural foods for preventing muscle decline. They help regulate blood sugar, which also plays a crucial role since high sugar levels accelerate muscle breakdown. By stabilizing glucose, almonds create a metabolic environment that favors muscle preservation instead of deterioration. Still, there's something even more powerful about how almonds work. It's not just what's inside them, it's how they pair with other nutrients. When combined with vitamin D from eggs, calcium from yogurt, or antioxidants from leafy greens, almonds form a synergistic effect that multiplies their muscle-building potential. Each nutrient complements the other, activating deeper layers of recovery. That's where the true secret lies. Not in a single food, but in smart combinations that unlock your body's natural ability to heal. So while almonds are the hero, they work best as part of a team. Together with the right foods, they form a nutritional army that defends your muscles, restores strength, and helps you move through life with confidence again. And in the next part, you'll discover exactly how to eat them, how much, when, and with what to turn this everyday nut into a daily ritual of strength, balance, and renewal. When you start nourishing your body with the right foods, something remarkable begins to happen. The changes don't shout, they whisper at first. Maybe one morning you notice you're not as stiff getting out of bed. Your legs feel lighter, your walk feels smoother, your balance more stable. The things that once felt draining, climbing stairs, carrying groceries, stretching your arms to reach a shelf, start to feel natural again. That's not coincidence, it's your body responding, healing, and rebuilding from within. And it's all triggered by something as simple as a handful of almonds each day. For decades, we've been told that muscle loss after 60 is inevitable. But those who commit to just a few small dietary shifts soon discover a truth that science is only beginning to acknowledge. Your muscles still remember how to grow. They've been waiting for the right fuel, the right signals, and the right minerals. When almonds become part of your daily rhythm, those signals finally wake up again. The magnesium restores muscle responsiveness. The protein rebuilds the damaged fibers. The vitamin E shields your cells from further breakdown. And the healthy fats improve circulation so nutrients reach exactly where they're needed. The result isn't just measurable, it's felt. Imagine a woman in her mid-60s named Eleanor. She used to wake up every night with painful leg cramps that left her afraid to move. She thought it was just age catching up with her. But within 3 weeks of adding a small serving of almonds and leafy greens to her evening routine, the cramps faded. Her steps became steadier, her mornings calmer, her energy stronger. Or take Michael, a retired teacher who felt his grip weakening and his posture slouching more each year. He replaced his sugary afternoon snack with almonds and water. Within a month, he was carrying his groceries again, without pain, without exhaustion. These aren't miracles, they're the body doing what it's built to do when given the right tools. In fact, the first signs of transformation often appear where you least expect them. You might notice your sleep improving because your muscles are finally relaxing at night. You might feel a deeper breath, a stronger push when getting out of a chair, a sense of lightness in your steps. That's not just comfort. It's restored function. Sarcopenia doesn't vanish overnight, but with consistency, the direction reverses. Instead of losing a little more strength each month, you start regaining it. The momentum shifts. Your body begins to rebuild rather than deteriorate. The change isn't only physical, it's emotional. When you regain the ability to move freely, confidence returns. You stop saying, I can't do that anymore, and start saying, maybe I can. That shift in mindset fuels even greater progress. The energy you once spent battling fatigue is redirected toward living, toward walking longer, laughing harder, engaging more fully. Strength becomes joy again. That's what nutrition done right can awaken. Even your skin begins to reflect the change. Improved circulation and vitamin E from almonds give a subtle glow that people notice. Your joints ache less, your mind feels sharper, and your mood steadier. What's happening inside is a total recalibration. Cells working in harmony, inflammation calming, muscles being rebuilt layer by layer. It's a quiet renewal. And the best part is, it's sustainable. You're not forcing your body, you're aligning with it. But let's be clear, this transformation doesn't require you to give up everything you enjoy. You don't need extreme diets or complicated meal plans. All it takes is consistency. A handful of almonds daily, paired with hydration, movement, and balanced meals, is enough to trigger visible change. Within 3 to 6 weeks, most people notice their energy rising. Within 3 months, measurable improvements in muscle tone and strength begin. And over time, that compounding progress becomes protection, the difference between aging passively and aging powerfully. Scientists now call this nutritional muscle activation. It means you're turning food into signals of growth. You're telling your body that strength is still needed, that vitality still matters. The body listens because it always does. It's just been waiting for you to speak its language again. Each almond, each nutrient becomes part of a larger symphony, a pattern of healing that grows stronger with time. You're not just feeding muscle fibers, you're rewriting the story of aging itself. And once you feel that first wave of energy, once you realize your body still has more to give, you'll never go back to the old way of thinking again. Because here's the truth, transformation isn't about becoming someone new, it's about returning to the version of yourself that felt alive, capable, and unbreakable. That version is still there, waiting to be uncovered beneath the layers of fatigue and doubt. All it takes is giving your body the fuel it's been missing. And yet, even as almonds begin this restoration, there's an art to using them right. Timing, combinations, and simple daily habits can amplify their effect and accelerate muscle recovery even further. Because nature's medicine always works best when it's in rhythm with how your body functions. So next, let's uncover how much of this powerful nut you truly need and when to eat it to turn small daily habits into a lasting shield against sarcopenia. When it comes to nutrition, timing and quantity can make all the difference. You can have the most powerful food in the world, but if you don't consume it in the right way, the benefits fade before they even begin. The same is true with almonds, the muscle-building, energy-restoring nut that can turn the tide against sarcopenia. Knowing how much to eat and when to eat it is what transforms this everyday food into a natural supplement for strength, stamina, and recovery. The beauty of almonds lies in their simplicity. You don't need to eat handfuls or overload your diet with them. Just a small, consistent amount is enough to spark visible changes in your strength and vitality. The ideal intake for most adults over 60 is about 1 ounce per day. That's roughly 20 almonds. It might not look like much, but it's a precise balance between nutrient density and calorie control. This portion provides around 6 grams of high-quality protein, 80 milligrams of magnesium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and a healthy dose of vitamin E. It's the perfect serving to nourish muscles without overwhelming digestion or adding unnecessary calories. The next crucial element is timing. When you eat almonds determines how efficiently your body can use their nutrients. For most seniors, the 2 best times are morning and evening. In the morning, almonds act as an ignition switch, fueling your metabolism and providing a stable source of energy that lasts through the day. Instead of spiking your blood sugar like cereals or pastries, they release energy gradually, keeping your muscles active and alert. Eating a few soaked almonds before breakfast also helps prime your body for protein synthesis, setting the tone for a more energetic day. Evening is the second golden window. Consuming almonds about 1 to 2 hours before bedtime supports overnight muscle recovery, the period when your body performs its deepest repairs. Pairing them with a source of calcium or vitamin D, like a small glass of milk or yogurt, enhances nutrient absorption and supports both bone and muscle health. This simple ritual not only improves sleep quality, but also ensures your muscles rebuild while you rest. For those who exercise or walk daily, there's another key moment, post-activity. After physical movement, your muscles are more receptive to nutrients. Having a small handful of almonds with water or a banana within 30 minutes of activity helps restore lost electrolytes, reduce cramps, and promote recovery. The combination of potassium and magnesium helps muscles relax while the protein begins the repair process. But what about the form of almonds? Raw or roasted? Whole or soaked? For muscle health, raw or dry roasted almonds are the best choice. Avoid those coated in salt or sugar, as sodium can cause dehydration and sugar adds inflammation, both enemies of muscle repair. If digestion feels heavy, soak almonds overnight. This softens their texture, makes them easier to chew, and activates enzymes that improve nutrient absorption. The soaked skin can be removed for extra digestive comfort. One common mistake is overeating nuts, assuming more equals faster results. But almonds are calorie-dense, and excess can add unwanted weight. The goal isn't quantity, it's consistency. 1 handful daily, eaten mindfully, can outperform erratic snacking or large, occasional portions. Think of almonds not as snacks, but as fuel cells, each one a small deposit of strength into your body's muscle bank. Hydration also plays a silent but vital role. Almonds contain minerals that regulate water balance, but without enough fluid intake, those minerals can't perform their job. Always pair your almonds with water, coconut water, or herbal tea. This keeps electrolytes balanced and prevents the cramps that dehydration often triggers in seniors. Another secret lies in pairing almonds with complementary foods. Combine them with vitamin C-rich fruits like oranges or berries to boost collagen formation, which supports muscle and joint flexibility. Add a few almonds to your morning oatmeal for steady energy, or to salads for a satisfying crunch that nourishes rather than merely fills. Each pairing enhances nutrient synergy, the way foods amplify one another's benefits when combined correctly. With just these small, intentional steps, your daily routine becomes a quiet act of rebuilding. Week by week, you begin to notice the difference: firmer grip, stronger legs, quicker recovery. Your meals stop being routine. They become restoration. You're no longer eating for survival, you're eating for revival. But there's one more key to unlocking the full potential of almonds: knowing how to combine them strategically with other muscle-supporting foods to create a complete nutritional foundation. Because even though almonds are powerful on their own, their strength multiplies when paired with the right allies, foods that complete the cycle of muscle protection and renewal. Next, let's explore those combinations, the perfect food partnerships that can take the power of almonds to the next level and help you build a long-lasting defense against sarcopenia. Now that you know how almonds can rebuild muscle and fight sarcopenia, it's time to unlock their full potential. On their own, almonds are powerful, but when combined with the right foods, they become a force multiplier. Each nutrient they contain finds a partner that helps it perform better, faster, and deeper inside your cells. This is what we call nutritional synergy, where one food amplifies the power of another, creating results far greater than the sum of their parts. The first and most powerful pairing begins with eggs. Almonds provide magnesium and plant-based protein, while eggs deliver complete animal protein, along with vitamin D. Together, they activate both the fuel and the switch your body needs to build new muscle fibers. Vitamin D from the egg yolk enhances calcium absorption and strengthens muscle contraction, while the amino acids from both foods feed your muscle cells directly. A simple breakfast of scrambled eggs with crushed almonds or almond flour pancakes can jumpstart muscle repair first thing in the morning. Next, combine almonds with leafy greens like spinach or kale. Greens bring iron, calcium, and chlorophyll, the building blocks for better oxygen flow and muscle endurance. When eaten together, almonds' healthy fats help your body absorb the fat-soluble vitamins A, E, and K from the greens. This pairing also reduces inflammation and prevents muscle fatigue, especially after light exercise or walking. A green smoothie with a handful of almonds or a salad sprinkled with chopped nuts becomes more than a meal. It's a daily dose of strength and protection. Greek yogurt is another perfect ally. Rich in calcium and probiotics, it improves digestion and bone health, while the protein in almonds complements yogurt's amino acid profile. When combined, they keep your muscles strong and your gut healthy. A critical factor often overlooked in older adults: a small bowl of Greek yogurt topped with sliced almonds and berries can support both muscle recovery and immune function, especially when eaten before bedtime. If you want to boost blood flow and energy during the day, pair almonds with berries or citrus fruits. Berries are rich in antioxidants like anthocyanins and vitamin C, which fight oxidative stress, the silent inflammation that weakens muscle tissue over time. Almonds' vitamin E works hand in hand with vitamin C, neutralizing free radicals and protecting your muscle cells from early aging. A morning snack of almonds and blueberries or an afternoon blend of almonds and orange slices can keep you energized without sugar spikes. For those who experience frequent cramps or sluggishness, pairing almonds with bananas is a game changer. Bananas provide natural sugars for instant energy and a powerful dose of potassium to balance electrolytes. Almonds add magnesium, stabilizing the muscle response and preventing spasms. The result is smoother movement, faster recovery, and less nighttime cramping. This duo works wonderfully before light exercise or as an evening snack. Another remarkable combination is almonds and oats. Oats offer complex carbohydrates that sustain energy, while almonds provide the protein to rebuild what activity breaks down. Together, they form a complete pre- or post-workout meal for seniors. You can enjoy oatmeal topped with almonds and honey for breakfast, or blend almond butter into a warm bowl of oats for a nourishing, muscle-friendly comfort food. Let's not forget fish, especially salmon or sardines. These are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce muscle inflammation and improve joint flexibility. When almonds are added to meals that include fish, the vitamin E in almonds enhances the anti-inflammatory effects of omega-3s, creating a potent shield against stiffness and soreness. Even a few crushed almonds on grilled salmon can amplify your recovery and mobility. The same principle applies to hydration. Drinking enough water or pairing almonds with hydrating foods like cucumbers, watermelon, or coconut water ensures that magnesium and potassium from almonds circulate properly in your system. Dehydrated muscles are weak muscles. They fatigue quickly and cramp easily. With good hydration, the nutrients in almonds reach deeper in muscle tissue, improving elasticity and responsiveness. It's important to note that not all pairings are beneficial. Avoid combining almonds with heavily salted or processed foods, as sodium draws water out of your muscles, undoing the hydration and mineral balance you've worked to build. Instead, choose whole, clean foods that complement rather than compete. The more consistently you eat these combinations, the more your body begins to operate in a state of renewal rather than decline. Within a few weeks, you'll feel more endurance during walks, less pain after movement, and better sleep due to improved muscle relaxation. You'll wake up energized, and that sluggish heaviness that once followed you through the day will begin to fade. Because the secret to muscle health after 60 isn't found in any one superfood. It's in harmony. It's about creating meals that speak your body's language, where every bite supports strength, circulation, and cellular repair. Almonds are the anchor, but the foods you combine them with form the foundation of sustained vitality. And as you build this foundation, there's one more crucial step: knowing what to avoid. Because certain foods and habits can quietly erase the progress you've made, pulling you back into weakness and fatigue. In the next part, we'll uncover those hidden culprits so you can protect your strength and keep your body moving powerfully for years to come. As you begin rebuilding your strength and protecting your muscles after 60, one truth becomes clear. What you avoid is just as important as what you consume. You can eat the right foods, like almonds and leafy greens, but if certain daily habits or hidden ingredients are working against you, progress can stall before it even begins. Sarcopenia doesn't just thrive on what's missing, it feeds on what's harmful. To truly allow your muscles to heal and grow, you must guard your plate and your routine with awareness and intention. The first and most damaging mistake is trusting processed health foods. Many products labeled high protein, heart healthy, or energy boosting are loaded with refined oils, sugar alcohols, and sodium. Protein bars, flavored yogurts, and nut mixes often contain ingredients that cause inflammation, dehydration, and poor digestion. The result? Muscles that feel heavier, tighter, and slower to recover. Instead of fueling repair, these foods force your body to waste precious energy detoxifying the chemicals hidden inside them. Remember, true nutrition doesn't come in glossy wrappers. It comes from whole, unaltered foods nature created. Next, beware of excess salt. While sodium is essential in small amounts, too much pulls water away from your muscles and joints, leaving them stiff and prone to cramps. This dehydration makes magnesium and potassium, the very minerals that keep your muscles relaxed, far less effective. Processed meats, canned soups, sauces, and salted nuts are the biggest culprits. Replace them with unsalted versions and season with natural herbs instead. Your taste buds may take a few days to adjust, but your muscles will thank you with renewed fluidity and strength. Another silent enemy is refined sugar. Sugar may give you a burst of energy, but it quickly burns out, leaving your blood sugar crashing and inflammation surging. Chronically high sugar levels damage muscle tissue, weaken circulation, and accelerate the very decline you're trying to reverse. It also interferes with insulin's ability to deliver nutrients to your muscles, making it harder for them to absorb the protein you eat. The sweet taste of convenience hides a bitter truth. Every spoonful steals a bit of your strength. Replacing sugary snacks with almonds, berries, or a small piece of dark chocolate can keep your cravings satisfied without sabotaging your progress. Then comes inactivity, the hidden trap that creeps in slowly. You might think, I'm tired, I'll rest today, and soon one day becomes three. The less you move, the less your body sends the signal to preserve muscle. Your cells forget what they're built for. Even mild daily activity, walking, stretching, or light resistance training tells your body these muscles are still needed. Almonds can supply the building blocks, but movement is the spark that puts them to use. Without it, even the best nutrition remains dormant. Equally harmful is overdoing caffeine and alcohol. Coffee in moderation can boost alertness, but too much dehydrates and strains the adrenal glands, leading to fatigue and mineral loss. Alcohol is even more destructive for older muscles. It disrupts protein synthesis, lowers testosterone, and depletes B vitamins needed for energy. That evening glass of wine may feel relaxing, but over time it slows down the muscle recovery that should happen while you sleep. Keep caffeine to 1 or 2 cups a day and replace late-night drinks with water or calming herbal tea. Pay attention, too, to poor sleep habits. Sleep isn't just rest. It's when muscle fibers repair, hormones regulate, and inflammation subsides. Skipping sleep or sleeping at irregular hours prevents your body from finishing the repair cycle almonds and nutrients initiate. You might eat perfectly but still wake up exhausted and sore if your body never enters deep recovery. Aim for at least 7 hours of steady sleep in a dark, quiet room. Evening foods like almonds, yogurt, or bananas can help calm your nerves and promote that deep rest your muscles need. Lastly, be mindful of mental stress. Chronic worry releases cortisol, a hormone that breaks down muscle and increases fat storage, especially around the midsection. It's the silent destroyer of your physical progress. Managing stress through breathing, light exercise, prayer, or meditation isn't optional. It's part of your muscle care plan. Calm mind, calm body, steady strength. Once you begin eliminating these hidden saboteurs, excess salt, sugar, caffeine, processed food, and inactivity, your nutrition starts working at full capacity. The magnesium in almonds will relax you instead of fighting dehydration. The protein will rebuild instead of getting lost in inflammation. Each choice you make, good or bad, either strengthens or weakens your foundation. Because health isn't just built by addition, it's preserved by subtraction. Every time you avoid what breaks you down, you make space for what builds you up. It's that simple and that powerful. But as you clean your diet and strengthen your routine, one final piece remains: the mindset that turns nutrition and habits into lasting transformation. The body follows the mind. And to maintain this new level of health, your inner beliefs must align with your new way of living. In the final part, let's explore how mindset shapes recovery and how reclaiming confidence, consistency, and purpose can make your strength not just a physical reality, but a lasting lifestyle. There comes a moment when you look at yourself in the mirror and realize that aging isn't just about counting the years. It's about choosing how to live them. You can let time take away your energy, your balance, your strength, or you can decide to fight back, not with fear, but with wisdom. Because the truth is, your body still remembers how to heal. It still knows how to grow. It still carries the power to rebuild what time has tried to take. And now, you've learned exactly how to unlock that strength again. Every small change, every handful of almonds, every mindful meal, every gentle walk adds up to something powerful. You've seen how one simple nut can awaken the dormant systems in your body that have been waiting for the right signal. You've learned how to pair it with eggs, greens, yogurt, and water to multiply its effects. You've learned what to avoid, the sugars, salts, and habits that silently erode your progress. Piece by piece, you've built a foundation not just for stronger muscles, but for a stronger life. This journey was never about perfection. It was about consistency. Because strength after 60 isn't found in the gym. It's found in the moments you choose nourishment over neglect, movement over stillness, faith over fear. You don't have to lift heavy weights to rebuild yourself. You only need to lift the habits that weigh you down. Every choice you make sends a message to your body: I'm not done yet. And your body listens. It always has. The most inspiring truth about this process is that it doesn't take years to see change. It begins within weeks, sometimes even days. You feel it in your posture, in the steadiness of your walk, in the way fatigue no longer controls your mornings. That heaviness in your legs, it begins to fade. That stiffness in your back, it starts to ease. That constant feeling of slowing down, it gives way to quiet confidence. You start to realize that you're not aging backward. You're aging stronger. And the transformation doesn't stop at your body. When your muscles strengthen, so does your mindset. You begin to move with purpose again, to see each day not as something to survive, but as something to live. Your meals stop being about restriction and start being about empowerment. Your walks turn into reflection. Your rest turns into recovery. You feel grounded, balanced, capable. The fear of fragility that once shadowed your steps is replaced by assurance. You're not fragile. You're resilient. You always have been. That's the real power of this journey. It's not about looking younger. It's about feeling alive again. It's about knowing that you still have control over the direction of your health, no matter your age. You're no longer watching time pass. You're participating in it. And that shift, that reclamation of your own vitality is the greatest victory of all. Because reclaiming your strength isn't about chasing youth. It's about embracing longevity with grace and power. It's about redefining what 60, 70, or 80% really look like. It's about knowing that your best days aren't behind you. They're the ones you're building right now. Meal by meal, step by step, day by day. You've learned how one small nut can restore muscle, balance, and vitality. You've discovered how food becomes medicine when chosen with intention. You've seen how your body, no matter how old, still responds to love, care, and consistency. And now, as you move forward, the message becomes clear. This isn't the end of a lesson. It's the beginning of a new life rhythm. So reclaim your strength, eat with purpose, move with gratitude, rest with peace. Let your plate be your promise, a daily reminder that you still hold the power to shape your health. You've broken the myth that weakness is inevitable with age. You've replaced it with truth. Strength is a choice. Because every time you choose to nourish instead of neglect, to move instead of pause, to believe instead of doubt, you're not just fighting sarcopenia. You're proving that life after 60 isn't a slow decline, it's a second rise. And as your body continues to rebuild, let that same renewal flow into your mind and spirit. You've reignited something deeper than muscle. You've reignited momentum. That unstoppable force that says, I'm still growing, I'm still learning, I'm still becoming. You are living proof that it's never too late to begin again. The same strength that once built your youth is still within you, waiting, ready, and resilient. All it needs is your yes. Because your story doesn't end with recovery. It evolves into mastery. And in the next chapter, it's time to explore how mindset, purpose, and faith can not only sustain this new strength, but elevate it, transforming not just your body, but your entire way of life.